Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's chart has not really given us much to work with today. Honestly, I would not be surprised if we spend some more time in this range. It's getting very choppy again. We have some rather clear structures, I think, on the altcoin charts, but Bitcoin is just kind of chopping around there. I'm even starting to consider that we might be dealing here with some kind of a triangle pattern that might be developing, but that is highly speculative, and it might be something like A, B, C, D, E, and then we go down, something like that. Yeah, so A wave down. This is like a B wave triangle, A, B, C, D, E, which is the B wave then, and then we go down. So this is just something I'm tracking sort of in the background, quietly in the background. I'm not even adding that to the chart yet. Just wanted to mention it because whenever we get corrective movements up and down, it can indicate that we will spend some time in the range. From a sentiment point of view, psychological point of view, it just means that the sentiment isn't very clear at this point. Buyers and sellers are there, both trying to win. It's a small battleground for buyers and bears there in this region. And yeah, there's just no clear winner yet, right? That's the problem when we get 3 waves down, 3 waves up. In one of the member updates earlier today, I mentioned already that the move down is not impulsive and that this might be at least a local low that's forming here. But yeah, overall, all we can do really is talk a little bit about these structures here. Shift the labels over. That's what we have to do. Relentless exercise because there hasn't really been any progress. And we just need to get some more clarity on what the relevant resistances are that we are currently tracking. I'm not convinced yet that a top has formed in this wave 4 in yellow. Yellow is, by the way, one of the short-term bearish scenarios. Yeah, in the yellow count, we have a wave 1 to the downside, a wave 2 to the upside, a wave 3 to the downside. This could indeed be a wave 4, which might even get another high, but I mean, the wave 4 is already large enough to be considered wave 4 in yellow, and then we can get one more low in wave 5. But the next objective there for the bears is to drive the price below the 31st of May low. Not happened yet. That's the next objective for the bears, and then to send the price to round about 102,500, 101,690 as next support levels. So this is the direct bearish count, but obviously to keep this alive, the market needs to stay below the Tuesday high, which formed around $106,900. But it's not a high probability wave count because the move to the downside is not a 5-wave move. So unless we're dealing with some kind of a diagonal, which obviously we actually are doing in the yellow count, yeah. But again, so the yellow C wave down, yeah, is an ending diagonal. But even in an ending diagonal, when we're dealing with the 5th wave, and I haven't labeled it, but let's just talk a little bit about it. You know, this would be an ABC structure. But the A wave here is only 3 waves. Sometimes the A wave is 5. That would give us more clarity. Because 5 waves show the trend direction. So if it's only 3, it's a potential, but probabilities are super balanced. So that would be the yellow count. That's how it could unfold as a B wave bounce, and then a C wave down. But really, it doesn't make any sense to go even smaller in the wave degree wave count. Then obviously, what happens if we invalidate the yellow count as it is? I think then it becomes more probable that we're actually dealing with the white count, which is the B wave. So that the move down was an ABC structure in wave A. We're getting a corrective rally in which we've seen the waves A and B already, and maybe also the 1-2 setup. We're moving up like that. Difficult as well, because the internal C wave seems to be an ending diagonal, because we're dealing with back-to-back corrective price action. But in this case, then, the market could move a little higher, potentially next to the 107, 108K range, maybe even a bit higher. As long as it overall, and that's the main message here, as long as the move up is a 3-wave move only, not 5, but 3. I'm not assuming that a substantial low already formed. Only if we see this, that's our 3-wave move, but get another higher low and another higher high, I can really assume a low has formed. And then we should get another corrective pullback, which should set the stage for higher prices. It's not, most difficult thing to do here is just to wait and just wait for the market to do its thing and give us some clarity, because at the moment, really, you're going to get chopped up if you try to trade this. It's my view. There is no high probability setup right now on this time frame, but we're tracking the waves together. These videos are also educational, right, to help you understand the wave structures, how they develop and everything, and when we get a breakthrough. So, but I don't think there is really anything actionable as such at the moment, but I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to check out our membership. On our channel page, there is a short video about the membership. Every weekend, there's a member live stream. We cover typically like 40 coins in those live streams. There are member-only updates as a thank you for members like Jasmine, Dog with Hat, Render. Were covered in the last few days. There's going to be another member-only update today covering several coins. Yeah, and if you're a gold member, you can even access our Discord server and get a lot of additional benefits. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.